this one. Okay, so hopefully people will be able to hear me okay now with my new audio setup. I'm just mucking about with the gain on this microphone, but I think that looks pretty much okay. Let me know in the chat, can you hear me all right? And why have I got the Sergeant Pepper's thing in the background and stuff? Okay, I need to do this and I need to do that. Sorry, it was all a bit kind of blah and stuff today. But yes, I got a new microphone because it's actually really quite uncomfortable sitting here with one of those headset things on for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And so I've got a little lavalier thing and so much audio equipment between it and the computer, and just don't tell my wife. Okay, so if you were here last week, I was mucking about with source generators and discovering the limitations of source generators and getting frustrated. So a source generator is a special kind of analyzer. Basically, it's packaged as an analyzer in a NuGet package, but it can generate code into the solution, into the project. And you know, let's just drag up this one here. This is the right one, and I've shrunk myself down. Hooray for shrinking yourself down, that's awesome. So yeah, we got this source generator here, and it gets this generator execution context and generator initialization context, and there's all sorts of bonkers stuff in there. Context dot register for post initialization, register for syntax notifications. I don't know what those are, but yes, we've got this execution. So this is going to get called when the project is built. And initially I was adding it in to, this is the Blazor WASM project. So the client project here is a WebAssembly, and then the server project here is an ASP.NET Core application that serves the WebAssembly project. And so you can see in here that this has a reference to blazorcocoon.client.csproj. And so adding the source generator to the server project, the way the source generator works, it can't see any of the projects that are referenced from the project it's attached to. So there was nothing, I couldn't find anything in here. Context.compilation doesn't have anything on it that's particularly helpful, and it had this sort of external references thing, but it didn't give you the compilation for them. Sometimes it gave you a portable executable reference, and sometimes it gave you a metadata reference, and sometimes it gave you a compilation reference. And I mucked about with this after the stream for about another 2 hours, and there was one way that I could figure out where I could get reliable access from the from this context here to a referenced project, and it was horrible. It was basically put an attribute in the project that you're targeting. I go, hello, give me an attribute, and then pass types into that attributes constructor. So like pass in type of client.program, and then from those you can get their compilation, and then you can go looking through the rest of that compilation, which was horrible, and I didn't like it. And so I thought, how about instead, and this was the point at which I just went dull, instead of adding the reference to this, so Blazor WASM here, We take this line out of here, and we just don't have that. And we just add it in to the client project, because the server project references the client project. And so that now means that this can run, and it can just run against everything that's in here. And so if I go to my router tester generator, and in here, I'm going to just change this so it generates a class. So reco.cocoon.proxy.blazor public class cocoon blazor root tester. Okay. And so now when I build this, the referenced project does not exist. No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Let's comment that out for a second, and then we'll add a reference to the project, which will get all the dots in and all that sort of stuff. And then we can just go b like that. And so that has now set that up as an analyzer in that project. And if I build that now, so that should, in theory, have generated a type into Blazor cocoon.client that I should be able to access from here. So if I say Blazor now, has that worked? Cocoon, no, I don't seem to have anything in there that has generated that. So let's go back to my source generator. And we're going to do the debugger.launch thing again. And then we can go back to here and we can build this. And that's going to give me a new instance of Visual Studio Enterprise. And this, yep, that's the preview version. That was the one that I wanted. Let's just continue running. And then if we go back to here, and it wants to do it again, it's opening another one. So many engines. And continue. Yes, I want to stop debugging. Don't save it. Yes, I want to stop debugging. Don't save that either. So let's check this. What's this doing? So build this. Where's my advanced build actions gone? Advanced, clean, and then build. Really just want to be able to debug this. Some tasks may be missing because the debugger attached to an already running process. Debugging source generators is like the least fun thing in all of .NET right now. Oh, is this looking? No, it's not looking better. I thought it was looking better there for a minute, but it's not. So we can continue that. Yep, stop debugging. Don't save. Stop debugging. And let's go back to here and let's do advanced build actions rebuild. And I'm going to try debugging using this. Oh, we're getting an unhandled exception. Yeah, stop debugging. Don't save. Yeah, stop debugging. Don't save. Nope, don't want to. Okay. So, let's jump over to, I've got another one of these open. We've got Cocoon here. Okay, where's my spike gone? So I've got my spike here. All right. So we're going to do .NET new x unit minus o test backslash recode dot, oh hang on, what's it called? Cocoon dot proxy dot blazor codegen. Cocoon dot proxy blazor codegen dot tests. And .NET SLN add test backslash. Right. So here we go. I'm just going to edit, paste these files in, and this one as well. So this matches the same thing. So now these have all got the root attribute on them. And I'm going to add a reference to Blazor CodeGen. And then we're going to put in the bits that make it so these basically. the project file could not. Okay, just ignoring that. And then build this. Skip the debugger. Skip the debugger. Skip the debugger. Sorry, these things are popping up on my main window because that's what they do. So, root test source generator. Right, what's going on then? So, build that project. And then build this project. Rebuild this project. Open the debugger. Please just get, there we go. Okay. So that dict source public class Cocoon Blazor root tester. And then we can stop debugging. Don't save. And then in here, cancel. We should be able to say Cocoon, there we go, it's generated it. I'm still getting a ton of these things popping up. Let's just jump in and see what this exception is that I keep hitting here. No, it is just that. Don't save. So let's, I'm looking at the wrong, I've got a window open up there that is not being my friend because, yeah, it's just weird. So yes, what are we doing? We are going into this code here and we are going to comment that line there out, and then we're going to build this. And then in here, we're going to say var target equals new Cocoon Blazor root tester, and then assert.true target.isMatch /foo. Matches foo. And run that. And that seems to be working. So that's good. So in theory, that should be working in here as well. So let's clean and then build and then clean and then build, and that's no longer throwing that sort of stuff. And then cocoon, Blazor, root, test. See, you're not finding it. Why are you not finding it? Pages, admin.razor. Not finding the roots in there for some reason. Is there anything else we can do? Context dot report diagnostic adds a diagnostic to the user's compilation. New project diagnostic. And a message, no roots found, and see, we can't, there's nothing in here that gets us the project ID. Compilation dot get diagnostics. Compilation dot get semantic model. Nope, that's it. Compilation dot get diagnostics. Get type by metaget. Let's add some braces to this. I'm just going to say new project ID. GUID.empty null. Microsoft. So workplace diagnostic. No. Okay. So thanks for the follow, Hoffen _. Lovely to have you here. Right. So it's not that kind of diagnostic. I am from the UK. I live in Guildford in the UK. Where are you from? Is that the Guildford in the UK is nice, or that you're from Nice in France? You're from Brazil. That's awesome. We've had someone in from Brazil before. Unless it was you and I forgot your name, in which case I desperately apologise. I'm really sorry. I am terrible with names and, oh, what are those things called? People. Yes. I suck at people. Okay, so diagnostic dot create. Whoa, look at all this stuff here. So we're going to, the ID is going to be Cocoon Code Gen 1, and then the, oh, I've got, this has come up here. Category is going to be stuff, and the localizable string message I'm migrating from PHP to .NET, searching for some C# and .NET lives on Twitch to learn. So I am actually planning on starting some C# from scratch stuff, which might help with that. But have you seen PeachPy? PeachPy is, if you're coming from PHP, PeachPy actually allows you to run PHP code on .NET runtime. And you can mix them up, and so yeah, you can bring your PHP code across, stuff, comma, and then this is going to be a localizable string. If I just do this, help, and diagnostic severity warning, and diagnostic severity warning again. What on earth is this? Let's get some help for this. So we got a diagnostic descriptor, create string, localizable string. So this takes a diagnostic descriptor and a location and message args, but that can be null, and that's params. And then diagnostic descriptor, note for localizable title use construct. Yeah, I don't want localizable strings. Okay, so var descriptor equals new diagnostic descriptor, and then this is going to be Cocoon 42, and then this is going to be no roots, and then this is going to be no roots were found, and then this is going to be Cocoon, and diagnostic severity is going to be warning, and is enabled by default, true if the diagnostic is enabled by default, true, and then the rest of those. So we can say diagnostic.create descriptor, comma, null. And then we can say context.report diagnostic, like so. I think that will then feed into the build output. We shall see. So build this, and then advanced build actions, rebuild this. So often what's actually happening here is fairly hardcore coding. I'm writing something that lets you migrate from old .NET, the old rubbish Windows only .NET, to the new .NET. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm going to post this manually because the bot doesn't seem to want to post it today. So let's just stick this in here. I made a Discord, and you can go and join the Discord, and then we can chat about stuff when I'm not streaming, and you can say things to me. So the build. Get rid of that line there. And we've got a Cocoon Blazor root tester. All of a sudden, it's just popped up for reasons that I just don't know. Okay. Hey, Grandadev, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. So yeah, this is now working, which means that I can rewrite. So this Blazor WASM routing in here. Map Cocoon proxy with Blazor, type program type. I have been programming .NET for 20 years. I started programming .NET. I got the first ever beta release of .NET 1.0, which came out in I think it was late 2000, so 21 years. Yeah, and the first thing I did with it, there was no Visual Studio for it or anything like that at the time, and so I went digging into it, and I wrote a console application in C# in Vim that reflected over the entire framework and printed me out an enormous long list of all the classes and all the methods and properties of everything in the entire .NET framework, and then kind of used that as a digging in point and started playing with Windows Forms and things like that. It was fun. And I've continued to do that pretty much the whole time. First language I used professionally was C. My first job in early 1990, when I was 17 years old. When I started, we used a thing called ESQL-C, which was C with SQL statements embedded in it between dollar symbols, which it was sort of a bit like Entity Framework or something. I don't know, but yeah, you wrote your code with SQL statements in it, pointing to char arrays and ints and things that you had defined. And in the build process, there was a pre-compiler that turned the SQL statements into CISAM statements that would run against the Infomix database engine, and then the C compiler ran, and yeah, and we had 8 developers writing code like this on a Tandem 286 running SCO Xenix, and I think it had 2 megabytes of memory, and like 100 megabyte hard disk and a tape drive for backup, and we would code all day until 2 o'clock, from 9 until 2, and then we would start the build, and then we would go and play table tennis for 2 hours, because it took the build link blah process to actually produce an executable out of that took 2 hours. And sometimes there were sort of people working on separate projects, and we'd basically just run them both simultaneously. And then at 4 o'clock, you check the results of the build, and if everything was cool, then we could sort of crack on with work for the next day. And if stuff was broken, then whoever broke it had to stay late to fix it. But yes, I got very good at table tennis. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to change this. Do I have social medias? I do. I am on https and twitter.com/Mark Rendell. There you go, that's me on social medias. I don't do any of the others. And I don't know if you see the chat that was in the chat before you came in, but there is a Discord. I made a Discord. Oh, hello, Stream Elements. You are awake. How nice. But yeah. Okay, so back to the code. We're going to change this to a statement body. And then we're going to say if type dot name equals, yes, I need to figure out how to do those. Chat commands. Oh, here we go. Moderator, super moderator. So custom commands. Let's do some meta Twitch. Let's do some meta streaming. This is my Stream Elements here. So we can do add command, and the command name is going to be social, and the user level is going to be everyone, and the response is going to be you can follow Mark on Twitter at https://twitter.com/Mark Rendell. Activate command. Let's see if that works. Yes! Let's add another one. Discord. Hang on. Bot timers. Join the School of Grok Discord at log in. I'm logged in with Twitch. Just come on. It's because I'm live. It's doing stuff. Settings. Integrations. Oh, here we go. Timers, because I've got a link for this and I don't want to recreate it. So here is the Discord link. And then we can go into here and we can put that on there like that and activate that command. And then in here we can go Discord. There we go. We have commands. Excellent stuff. So yes, that's Stream Elements, by the way, which is a Twitch kind of extension thing, and it does lots of brilliant stuff, including apparently letting you add custom commands to your chat. So there we go. We've got those now. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Okay, back to this. So we're going to do if type.name equals cocoon blazor root tester. It's hard to find .NET lives on Twitch. It does not take into account the dot. I will recommend some. So there are twitch.tv. I seem to have a load of fans in Brazil, which is completely brilliant. So C# Fritz is a fantastic
So that's the
Twitch
standard
streamer.
one. All right.
No, mute. And Layla Codes It is another brilliant Twitch streamer. She's got this whole amazing 3D thing that happens. But yeah, both these guys are fantastic, and I watch lots of them, and I'm trying to kind of watch them and go, what are they doing well, and how can I learn from them, because they are both brilliant. So those are fantastic people to learn from. And then on each of those, they were on teams. So yeah, C# Fritz is a team member of Live Coders. And so there's a bunch of people on there. And Layla is not a member of a team at the moment. But yeah. Hey, Catroname. How's it going? We've got actual chat happening today. This is really nice. So if type.name is Cocoon Blazor root tester, then we're going to say var instance equals activator.create instance of type. And then we are going to say var method equals type.get method is match, which works like that. And then we're going to say var func equals method.create delegate. Type of func string bool instance, and then we are going to pass that func in down here. Otherwise, we're going to say else and then we can do this bit here. So Blazor paths equals that. And then we're going to go grab this up here like this, Blazor roots. And then we're going to say var method equals type of. So this type of thing, for people who are kind of new to C# and .NET, what we're doing here is reflection, which is one of the super features of .NET. At runtime, I can I can pass a type around, like this type here, and then I can do things with it. So I can use activator and create an instance of it. So I can create a type without ever actually having known what it was. But in here, I can say type of Blazor roots dot get method contains, and I know that Blazor roots has got a contains method on it. And then I can say var func equals method.create delegate type of func string comma bool and Blazor roots. And then down here I can just change this to func of string comma bool Blazor root test. And then down here, I can just call that function like that. And then up here, we are going to say func of string comma bool. So again, for people who are new to .NET and C#, func is a delegate type, and so you can pass functions or methods around just as free-floating things. It's called first-class functions, and it's part of the functional features of C#. The advantage of using Blazor instead of Razor. Blazor is designed for building applications that run in the browser. So Blazor is for single-page applications. It's an alternative to Angular or React or Vue, and the sort of killer thing with it is that it's C#, and it is actually .NET. It's .NET running in the browser, and so you get the whole of the .NET runtime available to you, but in the browser running in WebAssembly. And so if you want to build a complicated application that runs in the browser, Blazor is a really good choice for that. Basically, if you're building an application with lots of data and lots of user interactions and forms and queries and all that sort of thing, then Blazor is a fantastic solution for that. If you're building a website, like a blog or a content management system or a public-facing website where you're more concerned about it loading quickly and being searchable and all this sort of thing, then Razor, ASP.NET Core MVC or Razor Pages is the better route to go with that. Blazor test func. So we know that's it. And then down here we can say Blazor test func. So what I am going to try to do on the stream, once I'm done with all of this stuff, is I'm going to, there is a package on NuGet, document format.openxml, and this is for working with docx and xlsx and pptx files. So Microsoft Office, the new, as of like whenever it was they introduced them, file formats. But this is a .NET standard library, and that means, he said, so we got system.io.packaging, which is also a Net Standard 2 project, and has no dependencies for the Net Standard 2 project. And so we can, in theory, because this is a Net Standard 2 project and package, we can reference this, we can use this in a Blazor application, which means we can actually open an Excel spreadsheet directly in a Blazor application, and do stuff with it in the browser. And so I want to give that a go, because I think there's quite a lot of use cases for that sort of thing. So Cocoon, routing. Let's open this up again, and we'll go into here, and we'll go into startup, and then down here we will change this to type of Cocoon Blazor root tester. Right, so let's run Wingtip Toys. So this is our back-end application that we're creating a wrapper around so that we can gradually migrate it to Blazor or to Razor or ASP.NET MVC. And then we will go back to here, and we are just going to, we can get rid of this because I don't need it. And we can go into our here. Is there a specific version of what? So let's run this. I'll set a breakpoint so that we can just step through and see what happens. And it didn't hit the breakpoint. Which is just weird. Why did it not hit that breakpoint? Unable to resolve method at position. Okay, so let's go into startup.cs and we'll set a breakpoint here. And we'll run this. Oh, I see why it's not doing it. It's because I'm shilly boy. There we go, debug. Okay, and then we can F11 into here. And we've got that, and we've got a Blazor test func now. And there we go. Automod blocked my message. Automod does not like the word NuGet. It's possible. NuGet packages that are anything that's net standard. Any of the net standard versions, so up to net standard, so net standard 1.0, 1.1, 1.3, 1.6, 2.0 and 2.1, they're all compatible with Blazor. And I think, let's go into our actual application here. So our project type here is Blazor WebAssembly. So yeah, I think it has to be net standard. But as of .NET 5.0, we're not doing net standard anymore. So theoretically, if you have a .NET 5.0 project and the SDK is just Microsoft.NET.SDK, again, that should work because they're kind of deprecating net standard and going just use net 5 and net 6 and net 7 because of this idea of one.net. But yes, we should be able to work with this now. So you don't like that because you don't think there is a Cocoon Blazor root tester, but everything I can see is telling me that yes, there is that. And I can go into here and I can go into login and I can go into admin and PA$WORD and I can log in like this. And I can go to home and I can go to my admin page, and that is not the right admin page. Why is that not the right admin page? Okay, stop. Advanced, rebuild selected projects. Cocoon Blazor root tester. Let's go and see what this has generated here. it's generated absolutely nothing at all. Why has it generated absolutely nothing at all? So, oh, we're so nearly there. App.razor, redirect to login, found markup element with unexpected name, redirect to login. Do. Okay. Debugger.launch. Is that doing horrible clackety things to the sound? Power off. Go away. Build. Okay. So all classes now it seems to be running against itself. Custom authentication state provider and that one as well. Advanced actions, rebuild selected project. Start a debugger. Cocoon is the thing underneath all of this that we're building here. It's a custom proxy that runs in ASP.NET Core, and you put it in front of an old ASP.NET Web Forms or some other application, and it lets you upgrade a page at a time to either ASP.NET Core MVC with Razor pages or to Blazor or whatever you might want. So F10. Let's just jump through there. Okay, so we've got the right stuff here. F10. Generator, dict source. So let's view this. and continue that. Don't save that. And then in here, we can navigate to this. So that is super weird. What on earth is going on? Let's jump down to here. And we're going to say nuke from orbit. Note we're going to CD into samples and Blazor Cocoon, and we're going to do nuke from orbit here as well. Hey, Hamster Coda, thanks for the raid. Nice one. So this has gone into recode. It seems to be running on itself. Recode Cocoon Proxy Blazor CodeGen root tester source generator / root tester.cs. So that's doing that. Build this project. Nuke from orbit. Yes, it's a .NET tool that I wrote. You can install it with .NET tool install -g nuke from orbit. It deletes all your bin and obj folders, but it does it in a sort of safe way. And if for some bizarre reason you've got stuff in one of your bin or obj folders that is checked into source control, it will not delete it. So yes, stop debugging, don't save it. Right, let's jump back to here, and I'm just going to down to here and open a code window because code is nice and easy. And Blazor CodeGen.cs proj. tests, Blazor Cocoon client.csproj. So rebuild that one. Yes, that was my blog post about creating a .NET tool. And then we're going to rebuild this project. Yep. Don't save. Nope. Oh, I've just worked out what's going wrong. It's that. Right. No, I don't want to go into samples, Blazor Cocoon, and then nuke from orbit, and yep. So what was happening there is that this was becoming transitive, so that was being generated for other things because that had a reference there. So if we go back to here, this is all the places there are references. So reference, output assembly, false, output item type analyzer. That can just go like that. And then this one goes like that. Cancel, 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 cancel. You would not believe the number of things that are popping up here. Right. Cancel, build, rebuild. Assets, file, samples, Blazor Cocoon, shared OBJ. Build that. Manage NuGet packages, restore. And then build this project. And then build this project. And then in here, copy path, absolute path. Let's go and grab, I'm going to shut you down. So this is the folder where let's get rid of that. And then file, open this again. Right, so that now can't be found. And if I rebuild this, build. Rebuild selected projects. Debug. Am I making a tutorial for a post on my blog? No, not right at the moment. So this has got the thing, and then this is doing this. So context, compilation, assembly name is Blade, so that's right. Dict source here, if we view this text, has got everything you would expect it to have. Public Cocoon Blazor root tester. And yet it isn't there. Let's rebuild this. And then rebuild this. I don't understand why this isn't working. This is driving me insane. So that's from when we were mucking about last week or the week before. And this has nothing in it. Why does it have nothing in it? Let's just go back to here. Cocoon, Blazor, root tester. Oh, I suppose it's always possible that it didn't compile. Let's see if that's the problem. So we can build this. Nope. And then we can rebuild this. Because yeah, I don't know what would happen if this wouldn't build. So let's just close this. You can just carry on. Nope. Don't save. Let's put a new class in here and call it root tester, like this. So that's it. That should basically have worked. And that's taking us to here. Except I'm going to change that to manual. Source generator not working. Source generators not generating sources. Source generators, yep, that's happening. Wrong error is getting reported, incorrectly targeted, project has been updated, error is gone, generated source does not appear to be there. Changes or new sources are not available until closing and opening Visual Studio. Source generator is definitely executed, the file is never generated. The generator itself must target net standard 2.0. Problem with moving that forward. All right. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to create a new Visual Studio window, and we're going to open a project or solution and go to D::Cocoon, Cocoon samples, Blazor Cocoon. Let's open this up and see if it's, because it could be Rider that's just messing with my life. Build. I'm getting so many of these pop-ups. It's really just ruining my life. Go away. And in here we're going to put a #if debug #endif, so that this doesn't happen if I accidentally publish this. Okay, that seems to have worked now that I've opened it in Visual Studio. So let's try running this. Oh, why are you running under IIS Express? Don't do that, that's horrible. You would not, I just had a thing pop up. Okay, stop. So we're going to run that, and we're going to, yep, Google Chrome Dev. Okay. And we're going to log in. We go to admin like this. Yeah, go on, save it. And then we're going to go to the admin page, and that's still not the right admin page. So we're going to go and jump into here, and we're going to set a breakpoint here. And we're going to refresh this page. And this file was auto-generated by the generator. There we go, that's handy. Open containing folder. Where is this hiding now? Okay. So if we go into here and we go into Blazor WASM routing, and set a breakpoint here. And refresh that, and then we can go F11 So rest is now admin. So if it's A, D, M, I, N. So rest at this point, where's my locals? Is admin page. You shrink down there. Okay, so this is actually wrong. So we are going to add in a thing here that says root admin/admin page, public class admin page, like so. Rebuild this project. And then fact public void matches admin page. Our target equals new Cocoon Blazor root tester. Assert.true target.isMatch /admin page. And so that fails. Clean. Rebuild selected project. Going to have to open another Visual Studio thing here, and you can sort off. Cocoon main cocoon.sln. grab this and we're going to go back to Cocoon, main, test, CodeGen tests, and we're going to paste this in here. Oh no, that's not going to work. .NET new xunit -o test / root blazor dot, no, hang on, recode.cocoon. So I'm going to add a new .proxy .codegenerator.tests and .NET sln add test / codegenerator.tests. Reload the solution. And that can go from there to there and be deleted there. And all my tests are failing all of a sudden. So my code generator is not actually working properly. Root tester generator. Now, ADMIN, and then we've got a slash, and then A, so that, I think, wants to be the other way around. We've got an else. Like so. And try running the unit tests again. Nope. Oh no, so this is going to be recode.cocoon.proxy Recode Cocoon Proxy Blazor Cocoon Blazor Root Tester. Cocoon Blazor Root Tester. Do. Right, so those are going to be our roots, and then we're going to bring in admin/admin page, and then we're going to run our tests again. And it fails just on admin.admin page. So it goes through that one. Oh, this is so weird. Why is this not working for this one case? So let's debug. No, not that one. Debugged the wrong one. Debug this one. So that's doing that. And that's doing that. Oh, hang on. So I think it needs to go here because we've got the CH and then we're going to say slice it there. And same thing. Oh, so we are doing that there. Have I fixed it? Yes, I have fixed it. It now works. Okay. So F9. Now let's rebuild this. Cancel. ADMIN. A. No, see, that should still have that on it. Clean. So ADMIN. That's case E. That looks better. Let's try running this now. Login, admin. Yes. And that is the proper admin page from the proper place, and everything is now good and happy and yay. Ah. Right. It works. All right. That is it for tonight, and I'm going to do something different on the stream starting from Thursday, and it will be exciting and interesting and much less of this and more just normal stuff. Yet to decide what it's going to be, but it's going to be fun. We'll do something with it. So yeah, I will be back here on Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time. which is currently now on BST, so we're on daylight savings now. So 7 p.m. is 6 p.m. UTC. And I'm going to start sort of putting it out there at 6 p.m. Universal Coordinated Time. So thanks to everyone who's dropped in, stopped by, given me a follow, raided, all that sort of good stuff. Much appreciated. Join me again on Thursday and we'll do something completely different and much more fun. And it will be awesome. So yeah. All right. Thanks again. And until Thursday, take care of yourselves. Have a good time. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Cheers. Bye.